Hot steel, heavy machinery, and the American worker. While it looks like just another day at the office, it's far from it. That's because these workers perform under the watchful eye of an outsider, searching for a story.
Every company, every person has a story. And a good storyteller, through talking with those people, through talking with people at a particular company, can figure out what that story is and then communicate it.
Tony Gnau is the president of T60 Productions, a company out to redefine corporate communications. If you think business videos are boring, you haven't seen a T60 story.
Storytelling is something that can take that traditionally boring information and make it interesting.
Tony's flair for storytelling is not rooted in corporate communication. He developed his style as a TV news reporter, photographer, and editor.
The more you can tell it like a story and not just a string of facts will make people remember.
Mike Loomis is an Emmy Award-winning photographer. He worked side by side with Tony on hundreds of stories at WLWT, the NBC affiliate in Cincinnati.
And he was always able to get people to open up to him and talk about things and be candid and have a good time with the story. So it wasn't like work. It wasn't like they were all nervous they were going to be on television. They were enjoying themselves.
Tony's passion for storytelling earned him professional acclaim. You'll find Associated Press and Emmy Awards filed away in his office bookcases.
Tony is the best storyteller I've ever worked with.
TV news was a great foundation for me. It really taught me a lot. And I had a good time in TV news, but wanted to move on and try something different, and this is where I wanted to go.
And to think it might never have happened if it weren't for a lesson learned at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
I always loved the game, and I didn't want it to end when I went to college.
Tony was a 4-year walk-on football player at the University of Southern California.
I was really just going there to be a part of the program, to be on the practice squad, and just keep playing football for another 4 years because I love the game so much.
The price to wear the Trojan uniform was a daily dose of physical punishment.
I'm not a big guy, I'm not a strong guy, I'm not a particularly fast guy, but I wanted to be a college football player, and I gave it everything that I had.
As a non-scholarship player, Tony knew his chances of getting into an actual game were slim, but he never missed a practice. Little did he know, head coach John Robinson would reward his efforts.
Stonehouse punts it away. Dumas wants to return it. He's at the 15. Gets away from one man. Can't get away from the second horse.
Tony's first play earned him a tackle, the respect of teammates, and a few headlines. He'd go on to play in 4 games as a junior and senior.
You know, my mom and dad always told me growing up that if you really want something bad enough and you're willing to work hard for it, that you can accomplish it. And you know, in that moment, it all came true.
It's a lesson Tony learned well and carries with him in everything he does. Now the guy who was too small, too slow to ever make it in college football directs that passion at the controls of a digital editing station, lending a hand to a corporate president, delivering a message to employees, or helping a sales staff show a potential client why their company is right for them.
I think you'll get your story told, and you'll get it told in a way that people will remember. And that's the bottom line.
That's what's really fun about what I do. That's what I really enjoy. I love getting to meet new people. I love learning what their stories are and then figuring out a way to tell them and make them interesting for everybody else.
It's hot. Very hot. Tony says T60 Productions is challenging traditional corporate video and redefining the medium. He's someone who knows a little something about facing a challenge. And that goes for whether he's telling someone else's story
Or his own.